Are you looking for a simple way to add a personal touch to your gifts this Christmas? With just your Cricut machine, I'll show you how to create these adorable gift tags featuring a winter hat and cozy mittens. The best part? Your Cricut does the hard work, cutting, writing to and from, and even adding a cute detail for the mittens. Whether you're a Cricut pro or just getting started, this project is quick, easy, and perfect for any gift. Let's make the holidays extra special. Stick around and I'll show you how. Hey everyone, it's Lean from ColoradoLean.com. Welcome back to the craft room. Let's jump right into Cricut Design Space and get started on our tags. All right, we are in Cricut Design Space on my iPad. I have my file already uploaded, so we will go ahead and open Uploaded Images. I will choose my 2024 gift tags and add them to the canvas. Now, because I'm going to have the Cricut do all the hard work for me, including the writing, we need to change this from a basic cut to the pen. So we'll go ahead and open the Layers panel. We will find our first tag and click on the To and From, come down to Operations, and then change that from basic cut to pen. And then on the iPad, you're going to have to apply that. And now I'm going to choose the mitten detail. And again, come over to the operation and choose pen. Now, to make sure that this is written in the correct place, I will go ahead and click the top layer of that tag and I will attach it. So let me show you that one more time. We will first click off of whatever you have highlighted and then click on the To and From on the next tag, Edit, Operation, Basic Cut to Pen, and then Apply. And then again, we will choose the mitten detail, come back over to Operation, choose Pen, and then the top layer of the tag, and attach. So I will go ahead and do that on the next two tags. All right, now I'm going to be making 2 of each tag today. So I will go ahead and highlight everything, and then I will go ahead and duplicate it. Now I will go over to Make It. I'm going to save this as 2024 gift tags. And I'm going to save that to the cloud. These will be cut on 12 by 12 mats. Okay, so I need to, or I want to, rearrange my mats so that they cut in a different order. I want all of my tags to cut first. And I definitely want all of the tags with writing on them to be cut at the same time. So we'll come down and find the other one. And then we are done. So another thing I'm going to be doing is I will be cutting my tags on 8.5 by 11-inch paper. So I'm going to go ahead and rearrange these a little bit. All right, so the only other thing I need to take care of right now is I want all of my gloves to be the same color. If you'll recall from the first screen in Cricut Design Space, I have the large gloves and these smaller gloves in different colors. So I need to move all of these over to another mat. So I will just do that really quick here. I will highlight one. I will click on the three dots and move the object and choose the mat that I want to move it to. And now that they are all on the mat, I will go ahead and rearrange them to fit the piece of paper that I have. And I'm also going to rearrange some of the white pieces. All right, and then we're done with that. The hats are fine. So we'll go ahead and click Next. We will select our accessory, which is my Cricut Explore Air 2. And I'm going to choose cardstock for intricate cuts. And then I'm going to get my mats ready. I will load the pen into clamp A, and then we will get these cut. Well, it is a banner day in the craft room because I have brand new Cricut mats. Because I have brand new standard grip mats, I'm definitely going to use the new light grip for my card project today, or my cardstock project today. So I'm going to set that aside for just a quick minute. And the paper I'm going to be using, the majority of it is Recollections cardstock. This is all 65 pound. I do have a scrap piece of red cardstock. I believe this is Basil Basic because it has a beautiful texture on it that's going to be really nice for the hats. This project is great to use up your colored scraps, which is exactly what I'm going to be doing today. But first, let's go ahead and get this started so we can get on with it. So again, because this is a new mat, I am not going to be using my brayer. For the Cricut pen, I'm going to be using a 0.4 fine tip black pen. And I know that you should always test them to make sure they're working before you put them in the machine. So let's go ahead and jump over to the Cricut. And I'm going to put my Cricut pen in clamp A, and then I will start running my tags through. And I'll be back in a little bit. Well, it's been a little while since I have worked on a brand new mat, and I mangled this first piece of cardstock. And that's all right. I'll still be able to use this piece as a scrap. So we'll set that off to the side. But it's amazing how well cardstock cuts with a brand new mat. I love it. I should have bought some earlier, but you know, everyone keeps saying, "Oh, just clean your mats, clean your mats." So, as you can see, we have two different sizes here. So, I'm going to separate out the big pieces and the little pieces. And then I've just got all the white trim in this little cupcake cup, and I will pop that off to the side for the moment. Let's go ahead and put our tags together. Give them a chance to dry. Now I am using art glitter glue in a little squeeze bottle. I think I got probably 6 of these from Hobby Lobby at one time. I really like these tags. Probably the one thing I would do differently next time is I would not cut the holes in them with the Cricut machine. That just makes it a little bit more difficult to line up. It's still doable, don't get me wrong. But you have to pay a little bit more attention lining that up. And then make sure you get the rest of the tag lined up as well. So I'm going to go ahead and speed through gluing the tags together, and I will be right back with you. All right, now that we have those taken care of, let's separate out our big pieces and our little pieces for the trim. Yeah, 2 large hats, 2 smaller hats, and then 2 big pom-poms and 2 small pom-poms. And then 2 large cuffs and 2 small cuffs. So reverse tweezers are really going to be helpful today. And these are Singer sewing machine tweezers. When I went to Hobby Lobby to find some, this is all I could find. Now, with our mittens, we just want to make sure that the thumbs go inside. The first time I put these together, I made a slight error there. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a small line of glue right at the edge of the mitten. And then I'm going to put my cuff on. And then I'm going to turn it over so that I can see that it's lined up-ish. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't even necessarily have to match the other one. So again, I will just clean my glue bottle off there. So just a thin line of glue. Lay the cuff on. And then I will turn it over to make sure I get it lined up approximately how I want it. I think you might be able to see that. So that's how you do that. And then I will show you how I do the hat as well. Now I'm going to put the glue a little bit farther up here on the hat. I have more room to work with, so. And again, I will turn it over so I can line it up, get it straight-ish. And then for the pom-pom at the top, just lay a dot glue down and pop down your pom-pom. And there is your cute little hat. So I'm going to go ahead and glue all my pieces together, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, and there are our finished embellishments. So let's go ahead and start with our large tags. And these tags, by the way, measure see, the back measures just a touch over 4 3/4 inches long by 3 inches wide. And our smaller tags are approximately 3 3/4 by 2 3/4. So these are still, good size tags. You could, in Design Space, shrink these down if you needed something smaller. And you certainly don't need to put the little string on for the mittens. If you don't want to, you can take those off as well. So I just think these are adorable. So, and you saw that I laid them out. I want to make sure the thumbs are to the inside because it's me, and if I don't do it that way, then they will be wrong. And then you can just lay these on here any way you like. I don't know about you guys, but I certainly remember having mittens that my mother made for me. And she knitted or she also had a string to go from one glove to the next, so I didn't lose them. So that is how you put the gloves on. With the hats, I always envisioned, oh, well, let's just go right nice there in the corner. However, with this particular tag, I have a little something on there. I think it came off of the Cricut wheel. So on that one, I'm just going to cover that up with my hat. So we'll just put a little bit of art glitter glue on there. And then we will line that up in the corner. And no more mark on the tag. So let's go ahead and get all of these put together, and then we will be back and put the finishing touches on. And there are all of our tags. Now, you could, even with the holes in them, just tape them to the package, however you want to do. Because I'm using the Craft and Cream, I'm going to be using some of this twine from Ashland. And I'm just going to take, I don't know, maybe about that much. I can always trim it off later. And there are different ways that you can do this. On these tags, I just looped it through and tied it at the top. Another thing you could do is put both ends through and then just pull it through like this. You could do it like that. I think I'm just going to go ahead and tie it the other way. I personally like that better. It's just a little bit easier for me to do. So we'll just tie a knot, and there you go. So again, I'm going to go ahead and get all of these fixed up with their strings, and I will be back to show you the absolute finished gift tags. Well, here are the finished gift tags. Aren't they adorable? I love how versatile this design is. Do you need a larger or a smaller tag? Easily adjust the size in Design Space. Do you want something that's a little bit more elegant? Skip the mittens and the hat and use some fancy paper and some ribbon. To get these tags gift ready, I'll be adding 2 pieces of score tape to the back before setting them aside for wrapping. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when I put up the next video. Until then, have an amazing week, guys. Bye.